Well, hello there, Aquarius. Welcome to Private Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about what is going on for August 24th through the 30th. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising, you're in the right place. Thanks for being here. And again, if you already liked, shared, and subscribed to my channel, it's totally free, and I really appreciate it. Every one of you matters to me, especially when your channel is so small. I can see you the minute you like it or subscribe. It's exciting. The other thing we'll talk about now are my messages from my better angels. My better angels want you to know that being prepared this month is going to be super important. That could be carrying a really good go bag full of socks and shoes, underwear, granola bars and water, a jacket and an umbrella, la 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 la, all that stuff. You throw it in the car and you carry it around all month long, and hopefully you never need it. Ha ha. But you might also run into 1,000 other people or a bunch of different people who might need those things, and you might be able to help them, and that would be super cool. Now, if only one of you does this, then I will have helped a certain number of people, and that's perfect. If everybody does it, holy cow, right? What would happen if everybody did? I had a book like that when I was a kid, and it was mostly about trying to get us all to behave better, and it worked really well. But yes, I really want you to know that, as well as the other messages to talk about feeling your feelings. Don't be afraid to feel your feelings. Now, whether you do that in front of your loved ones or not, it's up to you. I'm not here to tell you who needs to hear what you have to say, but you need to get it out of you, okay? So whether you write it on paper and burn it, or run to a quarry and scream it at the mountains, you do you. You can do any of those things as long as you don't bottle up those feelings that need to get out, because if you carry them around, they will create dis-ease, okay? Cool. Now then, I have a guiding message for you, or a guiding card for you. We have the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is all about that celebration of your stepping up, moving up, changing directions, moving, you're graduating. You're moving into a new direction that is super cool, and I love it. The new direction is all about you completing the one direction and moving on to the next. It's very cool. Some of these transitions and changes they're all going to be celebrated, so very cool. Enjoy the candles and enjoy the cake. You can worry about the diet later, okay? Just be cool, all right? So let's go ahead and look at these cards, all right? So we have these 3 cards from the overview video. And let's go ahead and get you a mystery card from the Witch's Tarot. All right, we have these cards here. Which one do we need for you for this week? Oh, it's right here. This one. All right, okay. So we'll set it right here, and we'll set these cards aside. And now we're going to talk a little bit about my little turtle friend. Yep, he needs a name. I'm asking for your help, Aquarius. If you have an idea about what you would like to name him, please leave it in the comments below. We'll list them all in the description box next month in September, and then everybody will vote as many times as you want for whatever name you want, and then we'll go ahead and get him a name that we'll disclose in October. All right, so come on out and vote. I would appreciate it. It would be super fun. All right, so next thing we're going to do is use this magical Nordic tarot and go ahead and get you some new information and go deeper on this final reading of the month. All right, so let's talk about it. What we have here is you are approaching this week with the idea that you would like to take all your ideas and go. The doorway opened for you last week, right? Remember, we ended on a 2 of Wands. So you're collecting your stuff. I can see that you're collecting your stuff. You're gathering all your stuff. Maybe you're getting your big old go bag ready to go, plus extra. You have all your little stuff. You're putting it all together. You're being quite savvy about your go bag and not taking anything you don't need, but you're also considering my message already and thinking, oh, maybe more socks. The 7 of Wands is showing that you are going to be able to use use a convincing argument and talk to people individually about what you're doing and where you're going and get them on board with your plan. So even when you arrive where you're going to be using this tactic so that you can, in fact, make things go in your direction by simply sharing your plan. You're sharing them with them the big picture, and they're getting on board because they like the big picture, okay? So this is individually. Remember, they have their own little issues that they want to get worked out so that they don't get crazy. All right, so you're going to use that tactic, and you're going to be very savvy and smart about it. You're going to nail down the finances to make sure that everything is super solid and squared away, whether you're on auto pay for everything so you can split for a while, or you're on auto pay so that your bank account grows while you're at work without you having to go to the bank. That would be sweet, like getting your money automatically deposited into your account. Fun, we like that. So whatever's going on, you're making your money square and right and proper so that it's a strong financial foundation with your beautiful ideas being shared in a very one-on-one situation, but well, and everyone's receiving them. Ta-da! What is blocking you? Your intuition. Your gut is going to tell you that you're doing it wrong, okay? So just check that box off and go, okay, I heard you. Thanks, gut. You're duly noted. Carry on. I'm not going to be able to stop myself from doing what I need to do. I need to keep moving forward no matter what my gut is telling me, because your gut is lying, okay? I think your gut is saying, hey, you ate something funny last week or last night and I don't feel good. So take it as that resonates. And this card here is talking about another area where you're blocked. You're not going to be able to take back anything that you've delegated to somebody else. Even if they're mismanaging the situation, just sort of let it go, all right? If you can release the concept and just realize, unless it's truly like a financial thing and they're really ruining it, then you might have to really push harder to teach them even better. But if it's small, then just try not to worry so much about the small stuff, okay? But don't try and take this thing back. Whatever it is that's being mismanaged, it probably won't implode while you're gone, okay? Just be aware of that. Now then, this card here is talking about relationships are also blocked. So this isn't a good time if you're a single person to get into a new relationship as you're walking out the door. That's not going to work so good. So just be aware. Take their number, have a good time, but don't get into a real relationship at this time. Now, if you are married already or in another relationship, you're going to need to work very hard. It's not going to go well right now. They're going to feel funky and sad to see you go. So be aware of that. Take their feelings into consideration as you're getting ready to go. And or this could be a partnership at work where you've been working very closely with somebody, but now you're moving on to a new job or a new position, and you're leaving them behind, and they're going, I don't want you to go. We share a stapler, and you can't go. So there, because you can't take the stapler. And you're like, you're right, and you should have the stapler. And you're going, no, just don't leave. It's like a movie, right? So I want you to know that the drama this is causing is just about you needing to make arrangements to meet up for lunch on a fairly regular basis. It might need to be something super regular, like every Tuesday at noon we meet at such and such a place at Joe's Tavern, and we'll have a brewski and a burger, and we'll make sure that everything is copacetic between us no matter where you are, okay? And it might be that if you travel for your new job, you're going to want to make sure that you're like, okay, I'm going to end up in a bar and we're going to talk over the phone. We're going to like FaceTime over the phone and eat a burger, and it'll be great. So you'll stay on topic and on target as long as you're not physically traveling in the air, right? It's going to be okay. You're going to work this out. This person is valuable to you, and right now they are going to put up some walls, okay? They're going to put up a stink, and they're going to make things traumatically bad. So do your best. Do your best to create this new idea in their head and then stick to it. Set an alarm. Do it the right way. Don't make sure that your person who schedules your life knows that this is a preordained situation. This is a blocked out time. You don't mess with it. I'm going to go do this, and that's what's going on, okay? That way it's it's set in stone, and your person will get on board and be more supportive of you if you can hold true and be trustworthy in that way, okay? This card here is talking about how your solution is to head through the door. Finally, you've prepared as much as you can, you've packed your bags, you've done everything you can, and now it's time to go. So let's go. Ace of Swords, my goodness. Once you're through the doorway, you're going to be in charge. Hey, here, you're the boss. Handle it. Here's some more responsibility. Ta-da, handle it. So they're immediately going to hand you extra responsibility now that you've wandered through. It could be as simple as, oh, look, the new place you're staying has plants and you have to water them. And you're like, oh, okay. Or it could be something more intense, like, oh, and here's a whole nother floor of people you're in charge of. There you go. So take it as it resonates. Figure out what you're going to do. Take deep breaths. Don't freak out. And know that it's all going to happen really fast. All right? So you're not going to have a lot of time to put your stuff down. You're going to be hitting the ground running. All right? But I think you kind of like it that way. It keeps your heart pumping. And the excitement makes you happy. And it gets your creative juices flowing to make sure that you're problem solving in all kinds of neat, nifty ways. I love that. This is going to be great for you, Aquarius. All right? So let's go ahead and get you a Mystic Forest Oracle card. What do we need for you, Aquarius? Nope, that's just plain as day. All right. Don't yell at me. All right. Yes, the cards, they sometimes point themselves out. And it gets really clear, and then they're hot, like that. You will get there. You can't force flowers to grow or plants to sprout. Be patient and respect that everything happens in its own way and time. Yes. So, you will get there. So with your friend, it might take a little minute to get that going on and get that straightened out. It's in the block department, so your friend is going to need, or your partner is going to need a little time to adjust to your new situation, and that's okay. It will work out. You will get there. All of this is happening very quickly, so the things that are not going quickly are going to be over here. All right? So do take care of yourself, and you will get there. All right? Well done, Aquarius. Perfect. Now then, what's your mystery card? Ooh, the Four of Pentacles. Ha-ha! The Four of Pentacles times 2. So, your finances are getting stronger and safer. You realize the 2 4s coming together makes an 8. And yes, an 8 of Pentacles means you're working your butt off. So, yay. You are going to be working quite a lot. There's a lot of work in this. But there's also a lot of bounty, financial bounty coming your way. So, you're doing great stuff here. I'm very impressed and very pleased for you to see all of this coming together so well and so quickly. Congratulations. Super cool. You need a pocket full of rocks. All right, let's get those rocks. All right, cool. Okay, so we have emerald, we have sapphire, and we have amethyst. All right, so emerald is a heart stone, and it's going to show you in your 4th chakra that your heart is healing. You are healing up your heart. It does your heart so much good to see yourself in demand and moving forward. It's the realizing that you did a good job. You're patting yourself on the back. You're getting that feeling of, man, I'm awesome, right? And when you get that feeling and you approach yourself with that kind of kindness and joy, it just changes everything. And you're healing that part of you that sometimes said other things to you, okay? So you're being nicer to yourself, and I love that. So good for you. Now we have amethyst. And amethyst here is showing who you are and how you are through your 3rd eye when you meditate with it. It will help you see who you are here in the world and how you are one-on-one with the people around you and the effect you have on the individual people around you immediately, right? Like today's people. So you're going to be getting messages about your people today, the people you're going to work with, the people that you're working around. So this is all immediate information about the current situation as it plays out. Nice. And sapphire is here showing how you fit into the cosmos. Yes, the whole bunch of planets and stars and dust and all of that stuff out there. What kind of effect are you having? And I promise you that you've probably had some contact with somebody who's already been out there. So, or you're a few points removed from somebody who's met somebody who's met somebody who's been out there. So, you know, it's the points of the connection points. Everyone's only a few connection points removed from whatever, whether it's Kevin Bacon or whatever. You've met people, and you are around people who know people who do this thing, that, the other thing, and you are now connected somehow to what's going on out in space. But more so, the people that you've talked to and been around, you've affected them, and that affect you've had is going to change the entire universe. Okay, so your effect matters. How you talk to people matters. How you interact with the universe matters, because you have an effect on the universe. All right, so that's cool. All right, very good for you. I'm going to put these rocks down right here, Aquarius. As always, you don't have to carry them if you don't want to, but you're welcome to carry them if you like. If you want to carry something else, by all means, put them down in the comments below. I would love to hear what you're carrying. And if you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed yet, now's a great time to do so. I really appreciate it. It's quite clear to me when it's happening. When my channel is so small, I can see the day-to-day progress, and I love you guys so much. And of course, if you haven't voted yet or given an opportunity to share an option of a name for my little turtle friend, by all means, put that down in there. We'll use it for voting next week or next month in September. Yeah, well, next week is September, so ta-da! Yes, we're going to go ahead and vote on the names that you offer up this week. We'll go over to next week and we'll start voting on the names, and in October we'll announce what the name is. Feel free to vote as often as you like. Push your own name through, it's fine. I would really appreciate it. It helps me and helps the fun channel be more interesting, and I love that. So, excellent. Of course, there's other things to do in that description box, right? So there's all the decks that I use are listed there, so you check them out and see what you want, and go to Amazon or Etsy and pick them up, all right? The other thing you can do down there is find me on the planet, because I'm all over the place. You'll find out where I'll be, when I'll be, and come on out to a fair and get a reading in person. That would be super fun. And if you can't do that, I totally get it. But you can also get a reading over the phone just by clicking the link down in there where you can book a reading with me privately, and then I will send you a photo of the reading. Ta-da! At the end. Thank you so much again for being here. We will talk next week about September. All right? Excellent. Have a wonderful day.